Hey men, Pastor Aaron here. Some of the guys who are planning the men's retreat asked if I would record some videos leading up to the men's retreat to help us prepare, to set our sights on what God is going to do at the men's retreat through our time in the Word, through our worship, through our fellowship and whatnot. And so that got me thinking about the men's retreats. I'm here in the deacons workshop. I thought this would be a good spot to have the first one. Gotta have the deer in the background. It's a men's retreat. So I got to thinking about the men's retreats that I've been to over the years here at Big Woods. And the last one that I went to was in 2020. I think it was at Sylvan Hills as well, and our focus was on the closing verses of 1 Corinthians. Now, I wanted to get it exactly right because I kind of have my own little paraphrase of it, but it's in 1 Corinthians 16. We focused on verses 13 and 14, and it says this: "Be watchful, stand firm in the faith, act like men, be strong. Let all that you do be done in love." Now, I was one of the speakers for that retreat, and I spoke on the "let all that you do be done in love" portion, kind of the closer. But I was looking at my notes from that retreat, and we all got little index cards, little 3x5s that we were supposed to, from each session, write down a takeaway, something from our lives that we were going to change based on being confronted with the Word of God. And I lost that card probably somewhere in, the move a few years ago or something. I no longer have that card, but I remember some of the things that I wrote down on that card about being watchful, being conscious of what I'm letting into my eyes and what I'm looking at, what I'm, seeing has great effect on, what I'm thinking. So, having pure vision, pure thoughts, standing firm in the faith, being so rooted and grounded in what I believe and why I believe it, that I'm able to tell others about it. Acting like a man, taking leadership within my home, whether that's as a husband or even as an elder, being able to do those sort of things. But I was looking at the portion of the text that I got to speak on, "Let all that you do be done in love." And I was just reminded again of the importance of love. All of those things seem like very, okay, this is something I can do. Like I can put my hands on this. I can do it. I can be watchful. I can stand firm. I can act like a man. I can be courageous, those sort of things. But then this whole idea of love, it just seems so intangible, something that I'm not able to do with my hands or something like that. So it's difficult. And I think that's kind of the point. But at the same time, I think that just shows a misunderstanding of love. So as I'm thinking about the upcoming men's retreat and looking back on men's retreats from the past, I'm reminded of the fact that what matters most is not what we do, but why we do it. Let all that you do be done in love. It's not something that is meant to be just this easy sort of thing. I mean, I don't find it easy to love, and yet it's something that God has to do within us so that we can do all of those previous other things to be faithful to all that he has called us to be. So that's, I think, a big portion of what I'm eagerly expecting from this men's retreat that's coming up February 3rd and 4th at Sylvan Hills. Just the whole idea of the men's retreat is coming together as men to set aside this time, in retreat sort of fashion, getting away from everything else so that we can spend intentional, focused time on what God has called us to be as men. And we get to do that together with one another. And it's a great time. It's something that, I have been highly impacted over the years, the different retreats that I've gone to. I remember going to another one when I was a college student, and there was like just this fresh blanket of snow that fell right before we were supposed to leave. And I had my little Acura Integra, and for some reason decided to take like the back way up over the mountain and got stuck. And there was another, somebody who was following me who also got stuck. And we formed a bond that we still have to this day because we had to help one another get out of that rut. And so maybe that's what this men's retreat is going to be about for you, that you're going to form a bond with another man here at Big Woods, and you're going to help one another get out of a rut together. Maybe you need, the spark of love reignited for how you think about and how you feel about the God whom we worship. So I think this retreat is going to be great. The topic is going to be cutting out sin. So there will be some weighty things that we discuss, but it will be absolutely necessary for our lives. And it's going to be something that we need to consider together, so that when we come away from this time, that we are able to help one another. And I think that as men, we can do a better job at that. So that's what this men's retreat is going to be all about. Would really, really like for you to be there. If you've already registered, great. If not, definitely consider doing that. And we'd love to see you there. It's going to be just, I think, a really important time in our body where we can discuss with one another some of the specific areas of sin in our lives. So come on out. Hope to see you there, and look forward to growing together as men at this men's retreat. See you there.